So joining me now is aircraft accident investigation and reconstruction consultant Keith Mackey. Keith, thank you so much for giving us some of your time. It's almost hard to believe that here we are. I'd like to start with this most recent crash and listen to some reaction from an eyewitness on Friday night.
And when I got up into the middle of the street, I see like somebody on their knees, and like she was like in shock. She like, why? And I just ran to her, and I picked her up. Her face was like gone, her hair was gone, her clothes was burnt, and I took her over to the Dunkin' Donuts and I sat her there because that's where he told me to take her. And as I looked down, it was like blood and meat everywhere, like the worst thing you could ever see.
All right, so hopefully we have the video here. Let's take a look. I mean, there was, as that plane comes down, just a massive explosion, massive fireball. We just saw it right there. Keith, we know the voice recorder has been recovered. What do you think the black box could possibly reveal?
Well, good afternoon, Nichole. Thank you for having me. The airplane was actually a charter airplane. It was of Mexican registry, and it's unclear whether they were required to have any kind of a cockpit voice recorder or a flight recorder on the airplane. They found something, that whether it was used or not remains to be seen. Assuming that we have the information on there, we'll learn a great deal about what happened, because it's rather an unusual situation. The airplane took off, and less than a minute later, it had climbed up to about 1,100 feet and then proceeded to nose over and hit the ground in an almost vertical dive. They made one radio transmission right after takeoff, acknowledging a frequency change. The pilot's voice sounded very normal, very relaxed during that, so whatever happened probably happened thereafter.
I'd like to listen to a portion, Keith, of the air traffic control discussion that night.
We have a lost aircraft. We're not exactly sure what happened, so we're trying to figure it out. For now, the field is going to be closed, so no inbounds or outbounds probably.
All right, so that was coming from air traffic control. Keith, what was your reaction to the initial news of another jet crash, which appeared to be fatal, just 48 hours after that fatal collision in D.C.?
Well, it's certainly unusual, but the two accidents are not linked in any way that I know of. It was an unfortunate situation that we had two of them that close.
Shifting to what happened in D.C., what can you tell us about the process to try to remove that, first the passenger plane out of the Potomac and then the helicopter?
Well, they'll use barges, as was indicated in your video, and cranes to lift the pieces out in the best order that they can. Of course, they're going to be very aware of any trapped bodies that may be inside or any other information that might be valuable. There'll certainly be a lot more investigation taking place. There's just a lot of questions that need to be answered before we determine exactly what took place.
And data, at least so far from the time of impact, seems to show that that helicopter was flying too high. What is your takeaway right now, Keith, from the limited details we are learning right now?
Well, we've got a few pieces of evidence that are important. As you say, the helicopter was flying too high. The helicopter was flying a route which has what we call a hard deck. The helicopter could not climb over 200 feet and maintain his air traffic control separation. The collision took place at 325 feet. So obviously both the airplane and the helicopter were at that altitude when it took place. We also have information that the helicopter was off course somewhat, and the radio communications are in question as well. The helicopter should have been on one frequency and they operated by a single controller, and the airplane on another. That did not happen. Apparently the tower was understaffed that night, and one person had been allowed to go home early. Consequently, we had a single person controlling airplanes and helicopters on the same frequency, which is not the way it's supposed to work there at that time.
And we know that this investigation is ongoing. Aviation expert Keith Mackey, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.